On this episode of Not Well, we talk about
that awkward prom photo pose,
old friendships,
trauma denial,
moms,
old roommates,
parents not ready to hear you checking out the same sex,
George Santos,
weather,
and unsexy M&Ms.
Thank you very much. And thank you for boarding.
Shade comes from reading. Reading came first. Reading is the real art form of insult. Then reading became a developed form where it became shade. Shade is, I don't tell you you're ugly, but I don't have to tell you because you know you're ugly. And that's shade.
Slow the fuck down. Slow the fuck down.
You don't know what you're doing. Slow the fuck down. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby.
And I'm Unsaturated Fat Jim.
And we're here in interesting clothing because why not? Well, I forced Jim to come home in his business suit and record immediately. So I said, let's just get you in a cute little...
I'm not comfortable in a tuxedo.
I kind of like that baggy look. Like you kind of look Gen Z.
I look Gen Z, but I honestly feel like if you go out in this, the cops are going to drug test you immediately.
And that's fine.
Like, look at this. It's like, which are you on LSD, mushrooms,
and
weed?
Honestly, maybe you are.
And it makes sense coming from your wardrobe.
It doesn't fit me though. So,
oh, what? Yeah, I could see. Okay, yeah.
It just isn't like
I was like, it's more not that loose on me. Honestly, right. It's not that wide on me. So, honey,
it's tight fitting, and it's probably from China, and that's why.
I can feel the dyes leaching into my skin.
Ooh, maybe it'll be a purple dinosaur, honey.
Okay, so what's this? Someone's been busy.
I got a little. We have to be on. We have to be on point today since I have to edit in like 24 hours.
This is true.
First of all, I'd like to say, let's call our phone line. Tell us what you want to. Tell us you hate us. Tell us you love us. Tell us what we should do. Our number is 614-721-5336. That's 614-721-5336. Call us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We've gotten some great calls the past
We
few
have.
weeks.
We have one today, a little advice, and I just saw that at the beginning, but I was like, I haven't read it yet, so.
I love it. Okay.
I wanted to also say that we're working on getting Slutty Puffin on the show.
Yes, shout out to Slutty.
Just Slutty.
I want to be Slutty
I want to be in
Granny.
you.
You had to. Slutty, we need you.
Slutty, we want you on the show. Thank you. Let's start off with our voicemail.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good way to start. It's one.
Yeah.
But again, guys, make sure you call because,
we need it.
We need it. We need you.
Us. Look what we're wearing.
Look what we're wearing. Like, I mean,
we're not exactly well put together.
Look at my body. You know what I mean?
He doesn't have long.
I'm glad my tits like.
Yeah, actually though, this is like.
I look hot in suits. By the way,
I'm getting Hillary Clinton vibes with this.
Oh, so I'm a lesbian.
Well. You've been called that before.
An old lesbian.
In New York, in Montreal.
I have been called a lesbian in New York.
A lot of people think you're a
Wait, am I just a lesbian? Maybe I'm just going to be a lesbian.
A lesbian with a beard.
Well, my mom would like me being a lesbian, but we'll get into that later.
Okay.
This is the voicemail box for...
Not well.
Voicemail.
Straight to voicemail.
Voicemail, I guess.
Yeah, it was a voicemail. I left a voicemail.
Straight to voicemail.
Now, first or our only voicemail.
First voicemail.
And it's a repeat caller.
Oh, cute.
It's cute.
Hey guys, it's AJ, and I'm going to give you some advice about your friends and the trip that you're coming up on and not inviting them and your anxiety around the feelings about not getting everybody to go along or who's going to be hurt. Like when we're young and we're coming up, we are forced to go to like school or family events by somebody else. And so we develop these skills at making everybody happy because we're forced to be together with our friends. And as we age and get a little older, and we come out and we get into the bar scene or whatever the community scene that you're into, you're also kind of forced there by your own social situation. And so you develop and you continue to develop these skills about making everybody happy. And then as you kind of age and become more secure, and you get into like, your late 20s, 30s, your 40s, like your friend group starts to kind of flatten out a little bit because you don't have to rely on them as much. And so it's not that you don't love these people, it's that your interests start to diverge, and like really the price of being around you and enjoying the friendship together is acceptance of your decisions and acceptance of the things that you used to maybe hide away or pack down in order to make everybody else happy. So your feelings are totally normal, and your feelings are really about you growing up and growing into a situation where you can choose the people around you, and you can choose who you think will have a good time. And you may find that some of those people on your trip aren't the people you want to be around after that trip. And you may also find that a lot of those friends who you think are going to be hurt by not being invited are perfectly fine not being invited, because they're your friends for other things, like shopping or drinking or going on hikes or whatever y'all do. So I hope that as your elder gay, AJ, I'm able to give you some good advice in that respect, and I hope that you don't feel as anxious and have a good time on your ski trip. Focus on the hot tub. Don't focus on the people you left behind.
Oh my God. First of all, who the fuck are you?
Who is AJ?
AJ, like, bringing that wisdom on T.
I feel validated.
I feel like
I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
I'm like,
yes,
oh, I'm normal.
I'm normal. Yes.
AJ, maybe we need like a weekly segment that he just calls in and gives us advice. Maybe the segment is you give us advice.
Maybe the whole show is.
Maybe the show. Maybe we just start producing you.
I'm ready.
Ready.
I want to hear some more.
Let's just have AJ in.
Let's meet up at the hot tub and see what happens.
Maybe we have to go to, I think, where are you at now, AJ? That's what we need to know, because maybe we should do a live show and bring you there.
Oh my God.
You could be our guest.
I love an elder gay.
I don't know how older he is, though.
I have an elder gay on my volleyball team. He probably won't like being called elder, but he has also said it himself, Scott.
Yeah, the daddy. We had an interview with.
Yes. Yes. So it's like, he's our elder gay. I love elder gays. They just know everything.
The elder gays.
You can forget about life.
I'm starting to become elder, though, a little bit. Like, I feel like there's some wisdom that I have that I'm like,
you're losing
really
a lot of friends to death. So
we'll get there. It's on the itinerary. It wasn't death, but it's going to be now.
Well, thank you for that call.
Thank you, AJ. And
remember
honestly,
to call in.
And to like reiterate what he said, I do appreciate what he said. I feel like he's absolutely right. And I'm learning that, you know what, you're right. Like, not everybody can go to everything. And just because you're not invited to it doesn't mean I hate you. Doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean we don't have a special bond.
Just because you are invited doesn't mean you're going to all the future ones.
Correct.
Because there's about 3 people I expect to not see later.
You're on notice. And that's the bottom line. I already have 3 slots getting ready to be filled. Yeah. So it's like I have more coming in and out. So, you know, you really want to be my friend, bitch. That's all I'm going to say. Now,
that was so good.
My mom came to visit me. I'm going to try to do this joke without looking at it. My mom came to visit me within the first night, she sprained her ankle. I guess she was just too excited to see me and couldn't contain her enthusiasm.
Oh my God.
That was from ChatGPT.
What's that?
ChatGPT.
Oh, you told your friend, your AI bot friend. Okay.
So basically what I want to say is my mother gets here. She lands, I take off the day, I go pick her up, we have a great lunch, we come back, we take little naps like we do, because me and my mom are very similar, we like being at home, we like laying around.
You needed an intermish.
Total intermish.
Yeah.
Total intermish. And I didn't even nap. That's the fucked up part. She did. So then we go up to East Market, because I want to show her East Market, and so we go up there and have one drink. I had 2 beers. She had 1 cocktail, like, but okay.
Big deal.
So we're like, okay, let's go to Mexican. Okay, we're gonna go to Mexican. So we're leaving, and there's this stairs at this East Market that, first of all, I need to talk to them about. But like, they're very dark. It's very dark in between that and then the parking lot. Like, the parking lot is too bright.
Yep.
And doesn't. It's like weird. It's a weird like situation. So I walk her away from those stairs and I said, oh yeah, watch out for those stairs, because she's been known to fall, and I will get into that as well. So
it's the biscuit heel.
She had her biscuit heels on. She goes, oh, thanks for like da 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 da, like da 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 da, probably. Boop. She falls off the curb. I go, there's still a curb. Just because you missed the stairs doesn't mean there's still not a fucking curb. But it is hard to see, and I will give her that.
Okay.
So she gets in her biscuit heels make her fall. She gets a boo-boo on her knee. And I'm like, well, why don't you just get up? Like, kind of like a parent would do, like you'll shake
help.
it off, bitch.
Like, come on, let's get back up.
Yeah, like, come on.
We got to get to the car.
So we start to go to the car, and I get I feel like I'm going to pass out. And I'm like, what? And then she's leaning on me like this.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, hello? Are you having a heart attack? Like,
oh.
And then Michael's like, she's in shock. I was like, oh, okay. Whatever that means. And so I get her to the car, put her in the fucking car. She's pouring down sweat now. Like all the signs, if you look up shock, it's all the signs and symptoms.
Okay. Oh, she's so you got her to the car.
Yeah, I kind of carried her, I think. It was kind of weird. I was like, now I know. Now I know I can carry her. So now I know.
As she gets older.
The last thing I have to do is change her.
She has to move in with you. Yeah.
She's not moving in with me.
Okay, well, we'll see. Your sister has a lot of kids.
So she sprains her ankle. We don't go to Mexican. We come home and order smash burger. What did we order?
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. You weren't even here, but you know what I ate.
Yes.
We had Shake Shack.
You didn't even get milkshakes. You got Ben & Jerry's from CVS.
That absolutely. Well, I had to order. So I ordered on CVS a ankle brace. Because I'm like, bitch, we have dinner tomorrow night. Like,
we gotta go.
So basically, long story short, she's icing her ankle.
So that was your big Friday night.
I made her watch Drag Race, though, and she's not impressed. And I'm not either. That Snatch Game was terrible. Sorry.
There were like 2 funny performers.
It was terrible.
The whole thing.
This season started off very strong.
Yeah.
It's going too quick. The episodes are too quick. They rush everything through.
No,
they
literally.
don't even let anything like marinate and gather. It's like...
It was like they were talking about the last queen that left, and then they said hi to RuPaul. I skipped a commercial break, and we're in the Snatch Game.
Yep.
It was like, oh, we're in the Snatch Game.
Literally, it goes from like
oh,
they used to go in the room and she'd be like, so what do you think you're gonna do?
What character?
Oh, you really want to do that?
Let me hear your accent.
It would be two commercials worth of that, and that was fun though, because then Rue would be like, "Are you sure you want to be Dolly Parton?" And then they're like, "Oh no," they switched to the last minute. You're like, "Oh no, now she's
like,
in the
remember
row."
Gigi Good? I think she was like, "I do not share your concerns."
Yeah,
was that her who said that?
And then she killed
right before. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's like.
I would pay money just for a show that has all the Snatch Game winners.
Yes.
Just do Snatch Game.
Oh my God.
Like literally do 10 episodes of Snatch Game. And
if you're good at Snatch Game, you're a good queen. Like period. You're going to be funny. And that's all we need.
On God. So
you're watching
Drag Race. She's not impressed. She's like, I've been to a drag show once, but it was right when you came out. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, great. She's like, I got home at 3 a.m. I was like, well, that's basically a drag show. So Saturday rolls around. And we're still hurt, so I'm like walking behind her in the stairs so she doesn't fall backwards.
Could she go? Where did she sleep?
In the basement. I had to walk her down the stairs. I walked in front of her, so if she fell, I would catch her. So then I'd probably get hurt.
You would fall down and die.
I would have caught her.
Okay.
I'm really strong, surprisingly.
You are. I was like, don't lie. I was like, my voice like, don't lie.
Quivered.
But I was like, you are.
You quivered. So then Jim comes over. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, 2 p.m. Around 2 p.m.
Michael's making noodles. I'm making sauce. Yada, yada, yada.
One thing about Bobby, he makes a killer Alfredo sauce. And he doesn't even pay attention.
Why?
He just literally is like, yeah. Then he's like, another slab of butter goes in. I'm like, are you? And he's like pouring some cream. I'm like,
you know what's crazy?
Fuck?
I think I use less butter than normal too.
Yeah, you
like
probably
a lot
do.
of it is like a lot of those Alfredos are butter.
Yeah,
I kind of do a little. I have my own little ways,
and it's cheesy and it's now it's not authentic, but it doesn't matter.
No, it's
so
American.
Good.
It's like really good Alfredo. Like you would get it.
I actually wanted it tonight. I was at work today and I was like, oh, I can make that Alfredo.
Maybe. Well, you saw what I do. I literally just dump it in. I'm like, okay, well, here's and Parmesan cheese. And I actually add.
What was that?
One of my secrets is a lot of people just use Parmesan cheese, like freshly grated.
Right.
I throw in like 4, what do they call it? It's like the 4 Italian cheese, like spread, shredded. So I think it has like mozzarella. It has like all these other.
Asiago.
Boom. Throw it in there. And it melts in it.
I was gonna say there was a little stringiness.
A little stringiness, yes.
Which I needed.
Yes.
Okay.
So we did that. Yada, 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 yay, yay, yay. We're drinking bottles of wine, having a good old gay time.
A few. And then, yeah.
And then we went to dinner. Jim met my mom.
It was fun. Okay, so we go to dinner and Bobby's being himself,
We're
I would say. Which, I'm impressed. I think it was the wine, but...
I was actually being my full authentic self.
That's what I was impressed by. I was like, wow.
Yeah, fuck it. You're in my territory now.
We noticed a
very hot
waiter. I'm sorry. What was his name? Tom?
Brad?
We asked the manager who I know, like,
Greg?
Hey, what's his name? What's his life story? Like, is he single? How much?
The answer is no, if you're wondering. But
the answer is no. One's a family, which is code word for Christian, which means they hate you.
He's just making a buck off of us, which is fine.
So Bobby's, thirsting over this man. He's not even our waiter, and then I'm saying the same thing. I'm like, yo, yeah, definitely. And Bobby's mom goes, so, do you ever notice hot girls? What about hot girls? And then Bobby's like, no, not really. She's like, wow, that's
interesting.
That seems mean. What about hot girls though? Like, why wouldn't you see them? And Bobby's like, well, I just don't really like look at them. And then Michael's like, I look at hot girls. I see hot girls.
I do too.
And then I'm like,
the fucked up part we all do.
see them, but I'm not like looking out for them.
Yep.
So I think she wanted a comment about the hot girls in the room, which it's not coming from us.
Is it from a feminist standpoint? No.
No, it's from the straight
maybe
standpoint.
you're still bi. I don't think so. I think she's...
Till his deathbed, my grandpa asked if I like girls. Like if I
Why
would,
are
what
straight
about
people
have
so
you ever
obsessed with
dated
us?
have you ever dated a girlfriend before? Have you ever had a girlfriend before? I was like, yes, I've had like 2 girlfriends.
Yeah.
I don't want
What's
one.
a girlfriend though? I just finger her and we just like watch movies.
oh, I have a girlfriend. You mean a friend?
Well, we order pizza and we're like, yeah, we're
A friend,
dating.
that's a girl. Yeah, literally. I was
it's
like,
so
want to go to a
stupid.
dance?
Oh, God.
It's like pretend. So
Poor hags have to end up going to the dances with us. God bless them.
they could be out there railing the
That's
baseball
their-
player, and it's like they're with us. I
with us.
ruined. I
Protecting
look
us
back,
from
I
the
feel so
baseball player.
bad. There were so many hot high school baseball and football players that I like. The girls I dated could have dated, and I'm just like, why were they dating me? Like I feel bad for them.
I literally took the hottest girl from Sequoia and brought her to my Woodstock High School prom because I lived in the Sequoia district, so I made friends with all these people. And
You're
she
a
was hot. And,
You are a bitch.
and I brought the hottest girl, and I was like, I drove my dad's Tahoe. I was like, hey babe, hey guys, I'm at prom, and it's like, oh, for
I'm
fuck.
with Ashley.
It was so dumb. So anyway, I'm fully gay. I knew that immediately. I was like, I was so uncomfortable.
Yep.
Every dance, it was so uncomfortable.
I
The
was
corsage
too.
thing, I'm like, this is so
Like,
fucking weird. Yeah, like
Pin it to there.
I
and
just
then
don't
put it on my wrist.
Yeah,
and
like the
then
wrist thing, and it's like
standing behind the
ripping
girl.
apart. I'm like, yeah,
and then like holding the girl.
Who made that pose up? First of all, ugh, some straight people.
Creeper.
I'm noticing straight people are obsessed with
Yes.
gay people and gay people's sex lives, like
Yeah.
in Texas. So
Like literally, they want to come into our rooms. They want to come into the bedrooms.
Why are they so obsessed with us though?
It's like you want to make it illegal and you want to go into the bedrooms to see.
yeah. How are you gonna?
First of all, you're pegging your husband. Is that gay sex? I think so, Pam.
Pam.
I mean, it's insane. It's
Listen,
like,
Bill.
listen,
like,
Becky, your
everyone
husband
knows
is
you like to
cheating
take a
on
finger.
you. Your husband is on
And
Grindr
actually, to
finding
be
big
honest,
boys like this.
What I think is really funny is that being gay doesn't mean you take shit up in your ass either.
Right.
And that's what's really funny.
Because you're a
is, like,
side and I'm a top.
I don't. Yeah, like, honey, I'll give handies and blowies, but that's it.
Right. It's been
Have a great
5
day.
years for me.
Have a great evening. I have
Yeah.
a Fisher, I think, now, by the way.
Again.
I never really had one, but I
It's
noticed
bad. It's the
bleeding.
worst.
It's
Yep.
like on the toilet paper. Like
Yep.
it's almost like a little cut. I can kind of feel like a little cut. It doesn't hurt.
It feels, it tears. It's, yeah.
But I feel like I'm in the beginning stage because every day, all day today, I wiped blood. And then
That's
I
it.
kind of like put the toilet paper and found the
Yes.
spot.
And it's like, oh, it's just a little line there.
Yep.
I hate.
Yep.
I fucking hate assholes.
I hate
like,
ass.
Oh my God. It's so bad.
It's-
Someone today actually was like, I told him, I was like, I want to taste your dick. Like as a joke. Well, not really. Like I would totally blow this guy. And he's like, you're a total top though. And I was like, I said, not by choice. I said, I am held hostage by my anatomy.
But that also does.
Like,
it's true. Some people
I was
just
like,
can't
I
take,
would bottom if I could.
Listen,
It
there's
just doesn't.
bottoms
It
out there that, like
hurts.
they're like, yeah, stick it in. I'm like,
Oh my God.
I'm like,
fuck
oh my God,
them.
stop, slow down, slow,
Yeah.
slow. And it hurts. Oh my God, it gives me chills
Yeah,
in my
it
spine.
hurts. So I like, that's why I can't do it. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
so your mom wants you to be straight still.
Yeah, clearly we went from that to assholes to back to being straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Detour.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Yeah, I'm not straight and I will never be straight. I don't like pussy. I actually don't like anybody anymore. I think I'm just gonna like
Yeah, let's just call it. Let's just call it.
Well-
You're asexual.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay.
I actually am not.
Okay.
What's like a
technosexual. You're only into porn.
no? I'm only and like myself. Mm-hmm. And the thought of other people doing stuff to me, but I don't necessarily.
There's gotta be a word for
certain
it.
people that I want to blow. Okay, that's just
I was
online. I
gonna
want to see
say,
their dick. Fine.
Joe Burrow.
But God,
Snow Burrow. He's coming
he's
for you.
So hot.
I watched the game because you told me he's hot, and I
He
agree.
is
I
so-
didn't realize like he's hot.
He's beautiful. Like
Yeah,
he's
a pink.
He's a pink.
He's a pink.
He's liberal.
What? Wait, what?
Yes.
Stop.
He like is. He donates.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's from Ohio. He's from Athens.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, so I wouldn't have to compromise my values when I fuck him.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that.
Exactly.
Oh, Joe Burrow.
Oh, Joe Burrow.
Joey.
He's a pink, though. He is a pink. He's a dark-haired pink, but he's a pink.
I kept trying to see the front, but like the snow was kind of getting in the way of
I saw
bulges. You did what?
Oh, just look him up. He's got white pants on a lot, so you can see that dig.
You can see that
dig. You can see that dig.
You're so bad.
Is it true? Rumor is you have a big dick. Is it true?
He does.
So anyway, that was my mom in a nutshell. Broken ankle and wanting me to be straight.
I feel like she's a little...
Je ne sais?
Still getting there with it all. I feel.
Speaking of being for a reason, I think I know what's wrong with me.
Wait, what? In which respect? What?
So going back to my mother's fall.
Okay. Yeah.
I found out when she was 6 months pregnant, she fell down the stairs.
Now,
carrying a laundry basket, apparently.
Oh.
My dad wasn't even there. She had to have the neighbor lady take her. I never heard the story until
fell down.
Had to get an ultrasound. They checked on me. I guess I was fine, but then I'm thinking, this is why I'm gay. It's your fault I'm gay, so you really should be looking at yourself. I think that's why I have a little bit of a watermelon head.
Yeah, I forgot. It's big.
It's because I'm big. That's the problem.
Well, it's just proportional.
It is.
Yeah,
That's why when I lose weight, though,
you're gonna look like a bobblehead.
Then it's a big head.
You're gonna look like those
Lollipop
character
Gilton.
heads, like the little characters, pop art ones, or what are those called?
I know exactly.
Fun.
Yeah, it looks gross.
The freaks that collect those little bobblehead things. You know who I'm talking about.
So I actually had something I want to talk about, and it's going to be, well, there's a couple things.
Oh, here we go.
Old friends are like wine. They get better with age, except for the ones I saw at the bar last night. They're still bitter and mad for no reason.
Was that the chatbot or you? That was you.
That was the chatbot.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I give them a scenario.
You should have been able to do that. Okay.
Well, I kind of, yeah.
I mean,
well, it wasn't me.
It's not even a joke.
It's not. It's just like basically a fact. So I want to like, and I hope he fucking listens to this show, because if he does,
he probably does.
He does, because he's obsessed with me.
Yeah.
You don't not look at somebody after you've been with them, after you were their friend for years and you haven't talked to them in 4 years because of something I have no idea.
Yeah.
I go to the bar, I see said person for the first time in 4 years, and now we had COVID and all that, so everybody's been kind of like scattered.
Right.
But we do hang around the same watering hole, if you will.
You do go to the same watering holes.
So I see this bitch, and I go, oh, there's that person. And this is what pisses me off, okay?
Like,
I even had the audacity to say in my head, maybe I'll just go up to him and say, hey.
Yeah, be
how
like
are
a
you?
little.
Yeah, like being mature and be like, hey, like, what's up? How have you been? I'm really sorry we lost touch.
Oh, I like that.
I thought about it. I literally thought about it.
That's hopeful.
Not because I want to be his friend, because I don't.
Right.
And
but
now
you just
I
want
really
to be
don't.
like, let's move on.
But I wanted to be like, hey, if we see each other in public, like, you don't have to like ignore me. Anyway, so we get to it, and all of a sudden, he goes inside. We switch positions. He's in the inside of the building. I'm on the outside, but you can open the door to go out to like the patio from the barracks.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I see the door open. I'm standing like kind of in front of it, like just standing right there. The door open. I see him. He goes like this, and then the door shuts. 10 minutes go by, and I'm looking, and I see. So I'm like kind of corner of my eye looking, and every time the door opens, I see him just he's like talking to his friends. He's with a little group of friends, which his friends said hi to me. Anyway, so the motherfucker gets the balls to come out, and I was ready to be like, hey, dude, how are you?
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
Hey, how are you doing? Or, hey, how's it going? Like something simple.
Or just like a head nod.
Something casual. Something an adult would do, especially almost 30 or 40. Sorry. Oh, I'm getting old. So this motherfucker doesn't even look at me. Doesn't even makes for goddamn sure not to make eye
Like, how
contact.
close did he walk by you?
Oh, he was really close. Like right by me, brisk
Like,
by me.
No.
But look this way the whole time.
Nope. Yeah, that's going to be a no. No.
Yep.
Nope.
I'm like, first of
if
all,
it were like across the room and you're just like, I don't want to go over there.
No, it was
loud.
Out next to me, and then out, and then his friend's like, "Hey, Bobby, how are you?" And I'm like, "Hey."
So then the friends are gonna like. Yeah. Obviously, they said, "Hey, did you see Bobby?"
Yeah, and he's like, "I'm not gonna talk to that motherfucker." Okay, honey, just because you're jealous to have a boyfriend and you still can't get one, maybe you should take notes and say, "Am I a bitch?"
Yeah.
Yes,
you are. You are.
So, and this is what AJ is talking about. You don't do it for me anymore, honey. You're a bitch. You're a mean girl. You've cut people off, and I should have known from the very start, to be honest with you, because I remember when I first started hanging out with him, he would be like, so all of a sudden he gets all mad. Every time somebody gets a boyfriend, he can't handle like being like, hey, do you want to go to Union? And it's like, no. And he's like, Michael's in town, probably, right? God. It's like, yeah, he is. But
so remember when your boyfriend moved here into this city, and then he gets mad, and then you take me and I meet this guy at the art fair, and he meets me at the art fair and is glaring at me and is like, oh, hey, and then just like didn't talk to me the rest of the night.
I'm not your property. Yeah. First of all, I would never be your fucking property.
No.
Because you're a bitch. Also, I'd like to make a comment. If you are listening and watching, you told me about something that was very dear to your heart, and you cried about it, and I'm only one of 5 people that knows, and you were all dramatic. I want to let you know I have that same thing. So fuck you, and because I have the same problem as you, and you don't see me crying and complaining. Bye-bye.
He was molested.
No, not the molesting. Narcolepsy.
That's what he complains about.
He literally, I don't care. I don't care if he literally pulled me to the side and he goes, I'm like, he's like, I need it. This was like I feel like this was his grab at the end. This was towards the end of the relationship too. This was like his last grab to like try to hook me or something. I have something to tell you. Like, I have narcolepsy. And I go,
and fucking do it.
He's like, and
oh my God, it's like he has terminal cancer.
I go,
and you're just like,
okay. And he's like, I might not be able to work past 40. I can relate to you. And if you weren't such a whore, we could talk about it. But unfortunately, you are.
I mean, I can't believe after all this time, he's still not saying hi.
Yeah. Why don't you go to sleep on yourself, bitch? Okay. Speaking of, so the next thing I wanted to say was, speaking of friends, I have one that's missing. I literally wrote this.
We have an update.
It's giving me anxiety, even though we have lost close touch. He was one of the first people I met in the gay community. He was my gay fairy godmother and took me under his wings.
He's dead.
He just died. I just want to like circle this whole friendship conversation around mom conversation around people that are close to you. You need to appreciate them. But I also want to say that there are people that come into your life in a certain season. And while I don't talk to this person, he was a very special person to me. However, I'm gonna choose to appreciate the times that I did have with him, since our relationship was down to nothing other than like a random text like happy birthday was really all we were at then.
Like, yeah, by the time he died, it was like he didn't know who you were.
So it's like, but it's fine because he was somebody who really helped me become who I am today. And I don't know if that's good or not. So
he's partly to blame for what really we have next to us.
Up, what? As my mom said. Have you heard from?
I was going to tell you, I have a policy because I am now freaked out by it. I don't talk to people about loved ones that they haven't seen or talked to in a while because I feel like I'm cursed. Did I tell you about this?
No, but I think it's also.
I thought I told you about this
simulation.
No, or it's just real. Okay, like
you'll say like, oh my God, I haven't heard from blah blah, and then you find out they're dead.
Matt's aunt. We were going to look at our wedding venue. Matt was like,
does she normally call?
No, we literally, it just popped up that Matt was like, oh, I remember she used to make apple cider at her house. I want some apple cider because we saw apple cider or something. And then later that day, she got head-on collision. Okay, then I'm in Mexico City. I'm talking to my friend. He's like, no, this one is a little more, But
we
like,
expected it coming.
He's like, oh, I've been so worried about my cousin. I haven't been able to see him yet. Like, he's had cancer for years, but I just feel like I should go see him. Dead. Cousin died. He got a phone call 30 minutes after he told us the story. I'm sitting there. That's when I started panicking because this was only a month apart. I was like, people have got to stop talking about people that they haven't seen in a while to me. Don't talk to me about it.
Okay, so this is why I believe in the universe, though, because what you put out there, you receive. So if you've ever noticed, like on basketball, they'll be like, he hasn't hit a free throw in 7 years. What does he do next? Hit a free throw.
Actually, you're right.
It's the universe, and the universe does, and I don't know, when you speak it out loud. So when you miss
people, it takes the people away.
Speaking it out loud. Like if you speak something out loud, that's why I say to manifest.
I think it's like because you're thinking about the person, it's like as they die, maybe some message comes to you.
What's weird about that?
Or the universe is preparing your brain to be like, think about this person because something's going to happen to them.
I don't know. 100% agree with you.
So it's not out of the blue. You're like, oh.
Well, and I even texted Michael this morning and I said.
Because Matt had a good memory of his aunt. It was a good memory. Okay. It was like, she always did this. We would have apple cider. And then she got killed. And it's like, whoa. We haven't thought about her. We haven't talked about her in months until this happened. And then she died.
See, what's weird is this morning, I said, I don't know. I texted Michael, said, I feel weird about I just feel weird. And I said, I feel like I'm disappointed or something like that weird gut feeling.
Yeah.
Then 20 minutes later, I find out my friend's missing. And then the minute I found out he was missing, I go,
when you're missing for 48 hours as an adult.
He was the king of talking to people, communication.
There you have it.
So anyway, hug your loved ones. I almost
said. Loved ones.
Hug your loved ones, and I'm gonna I almost said something really fucking drunk. I'm gonna dedicate my life.
You literally, I can tell in your eyes.
I cannot.
You were like, and
he would want me to keep moving on. Like he would. Yes. He was
in what way? Like with the show or like?
Yeah, just everything. Like keep going. Like me recording right now after I found out he's dead. Like he wouldn't want me to stop because of that. He'd be like, "You're dumb."
No.
He was very. Anyway, speaking of friends,
so this was something I don't know. I think I'm gonna
have to put you in your place. Though I'm gonna put you in your place.
I have to admit, and I have to say something. I do feel like I am judgy recently with certain thoughts and certain things I've voiced on the podcast about
Sure.
I already feel a little judgy whenever I bring up circuit gays, even though I'm just
though you are a circuit
exhausted
gay.
And fed up. Oh, what?
Oh, what? Oh, sorry.
I haven't been to a circuit party ever.
You look like an EDM gay right now.
I don't have the body, but I
look like a business gay.
And you look
like
a business lesbian.
I look like a lesbian math teacher.
You look like the manager of Lowe's.
Hey.
It's just like I've been wondering about roommates because I see these people who are 27, 28, and they're like posting these thirst traps from their room in a shared house and like an apartment, and I'm just kind of like, at what age are you getting out of that apartment? When are we? Is your roommate going to be like your life partner, not like just a friend or someone? So that's why I get nervous. I get worried for those people. I'm like, are you stuck in an always going to have a roommate situation?
Okay. This is something that's goddamn serious. Nobody can afford to live alone.
Oh.
Nobody can afford.
Well, you can't.
I can now. I couldn't. I had to find a roommate at 29. Right.
Yeah. Maybe
so
that's
what I want to say is that maybe you look at yourself as blessed with not having to worry about having a roommate, where I had to have roommates or I would not be here where I am at today. I can't speak English because my edible's fully kicking in. Back to you.
Oh, that's what's happening. I looked over and I was like, Anchorman, what? I like lamp.
And that's what God said.
And you're blessed.
God told me, okay.
You're like, and I'm going to dedicate my life.
I'm dedicating my life.
Roommates. So basically, I just feel like I feel cringe when I see someone over like 27 with a roommate, but I shouldn't. And I know,
shouldn't.
And
because there are people that are doing like decent jobs that couldn't afford. I mean, I was making,
but like even when I lived, my sister lives alone and she's like 24, and like you just get an apartment that's like $800 a month and you live alone.
Where is she living though? South Carolina?
No, she lived in Short North. Oh, well now right now.
For $800?
Yeah.
Where?
Well, in an old building, but
probably a shared
on Park and First. I think that was like an $800 a month.
For what? Like a studio?
1 bedroom.
I mean,
I thought I'll ask her. Maybe
you need to ask.
Maybe it's like $2,000 a month, and I was totally.
You're like, it's only 800, bitch. She's like, yeah, that's the water bill. I want to caution you, and I want you to, because I can tell this might cause some controversy. Maybe AJ's gonna call and give you some fucking advice.
No, I recognize that it's like weird,
I don't think
I get that feeling where I'm like, oh god, they have a fucking roommate.
When you have
still?
like those 4 like cringe gays that go to the bar together, and they like that is cringe to me.
Well, that's
kind of why I think that's what you're thinking. I don't think having a roommate is a bad thing at all. I think it's actually smart as shit because you get to go on trips and stuff because you can.
It
split
is fun
bills.
to have like a friend all the time.
Well, and you also don't even have to talk to them, and that's
really
literally you don't. I mean, it's like you both live there, but it makes it easier for both of you because you're paying half of what you would be. So it's like,
actually, you're right.
Why wouldn't I live in this side of a house?
Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I would want that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I will. Well,
like to split in electricity.
Now in my life, I would definitely go to the $800 1 bedroom and just lay there.
I think we're both at a point where.
Yeah, I'm not.
We're ready for a studio like downtown, not here.
I would live, in a high rise, not New York. I would do
Seattle.
I would do Seattle.
Yeah,
honey.
you would, honey.
Oh,
You'd Debbie Does Dallas style.
I'll be like, I'm gonna go work for Amazon.
I want to be in Seattle.
So I get what you're saying. I don't want to like. Oh my God, I can't speak English.
You can't speak.
I don't want to discredit you.
Discredit. Like what?
I don't, but like I think that you came in kind of hot. But I think you were thinking about like the Instagram gays that are like.
I'm thinking of a certain group of people that you can see who are like.
I know exactly who it is. It's like Dave's ex fucking friends. Like that whole group, like jerking off on the front porch for each other and shit. It's like, girl, like grow up. Oh my God. Go get a girl roommate so that you're not looking so dumb. Because then we all think you fuck your roommates and you're just a whore. Period. On God.
That cleared it up for me. I love that.
Thank you. Okay. Well, speaking of being 27, I think that's the last. No, I didn't have a flip. When was the last time you had a flip phone? Just curious.
I don't think I had one. I think I went from Nokia to.
You're a rich guy. Yeah, you don't have roommates. So,
I mean, let me just
to the rich one.
Let me just put it this way. I got the first iPhone in 2007 when it came out. I think I went from like literally
that's where I was
like
flipping.
a Nokia to iPhone.
I think I got an iPhone like a couple years before I moved here, which was so like probably 14 years ago. Well,
no, I did have a flip phone briefly. They
were cool at it for a moment. T9 texting.
LOL.
Like T9 texting.
T9 was so
like,
quick.
1, 2, 3, and you were
I
so
felt
good
like
at
I was
it.
quick with it.
Oh,
for what it is.
You absolutely learned. Yeah, we'd be like, I can't fucking believe, and you're like, oh my God, calm.
And now it's like it would be so slow next to an iPhone keyboard.
So guess what I have to say? Gen Z's out here getting flip phones.
I saw this in New York
As a
Times.
millennial, I'm just I'm hurt. And I'm also so fucking annoyed.
We suffered through flip phones and straight up Nokias that didn't flip and had a screen this postage stamp size. And now you want to go back to that? Like
you don't know who Tom is. You don't know who MySpace is. Honey, we cleared that for you. That's what we did. We got rid of flip phones for you. We got rid of MySpace for you.
We got rid of Adam for Adam.
Well, it's still around.
Okay.
We did all these things, though, for you. Kinda. Well, we're going to take credit for it.
Yeah, we did it.
But
we're
bringing it all back now. Listen, you fucks. Get your own situation. Like, this is the problem. Is this generation going to stall us from, like,
we're not progressing. They're going back to Uglies 90s jeans.
Yeah,
They're
they
going
wear
back to
ugly clothes.
Ugly platform shoes. Just ugly sneakers. Everything is ugly again.
They want to make fun of me, and I'm like,
God damn.
I'm like, you're wearing bell bottoms, and
I know.
You're putting
we're seeing
over your fucking belly. You're wearing your jeans, you dumb fuck. Like,
it's either that or we see the low jeans where it's like your pubic hair should be showing, and I'm just like,
I can't. For me, Gen Z, you need to get it together. Like,
the outfits need to get it together.
I don't agree with them. I don't agree with you, Gen Z. I know that my outfit isn't really expressing my age at the moment, or maybe it is.
This could be your moment.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, look at that handsome, dapper man. We want to listen to that show.
Straight out of the 30s.
Da-da-da-da-da. Actually, I kind of look like George Santos.
If
this was blue.
You look like George Santos.
You know what he does? He wears a zip up.
Yes, it's so bad.
I just can't.
He's so unattractive.
I literally can't.
Okay.
I mean, so they're absolutely traumatizing me. Like, it's trauma.
But did you hear the very valid reason of doing that? They want to disconnect from this hyper-connected world. So I did respect that because I'm like, they don't want to get notifications all the time, just like you don't.
They won't get paid if they're not connected because that's
what
it's almost like social media is their job.
Well, remember, we used to only have good internet, and check our emails at work. People would go home for the work day and they didn't check their fucking email.
It was all work.
You didn't take calls. You didn't get text.
You had to log on the dial-up to get to
So it was
email.
nice. Like, it would be nice to be like, well, work's done for the day. Because you didn't have a laptop to go do work at home.
I get it. But these are the same people that are then posting a video on TikTok using their old iPhone, showing them flipping. They're like, I'm a flip phone queen. God. It's like, how did you get it on TikTok? Oh, your other phone.
Your other, I know.
So don't go there.
Is a little pretentious and fake.
I feel like it's just trauma for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's the trauma for me.
It's traumatic.
Okay, and speaking of trauma.
Yeah, you like how I fed that to you, honey? God, I was like hoping you'd get it.
No. I thought you were just
so trauma, and I'm like, okay, well, that's segue.
To be fair, you talk about your trauma all the time.
I do, and I'm proud of it.
Any minor inconvenience is traumatic for you. You're like, that was trauma. I'm like, they just didn't have the sauce you wanted with your chicken wings.
Well,
like, that's not trauma.
Do you not see now after this weekend, and you saw the gaslighting?
That's not how I remember it.
Oh, you didn't see the gaslighting that happened to me this weekend?
There was no gaslighting.
You're gaslighting me about gaslighting.
Oh, you caught on
Just
quick.
Don't fuck my
My dad.
But yeah, there were some times where you were telling stories and there was a little trauma denial.
But do you think trauma denial is like, is it a cascading effect? So like, let's just say person A and person B have a relationship with person C.
Okay.
Person A and C split.
I can't wait for you to try to keep this triangle together. Person A equals B equals C, A equals C.
A and B are together.
Okay.
Then there's C. C has their own relationship with A. C has their only relationship with B.
Okay.
Okay. And so... Wait. I have a fucking point.
I'm watching you and I'm like, he's going to lose
I'm crumbling.
He's like, A equals C.
Wait, no,
C
stop.
B.
So then...
A and B are together. C has...
Wait, why am I even saying this? I cannot wait to roll this back.
C is with A.
Why was I even telling this story, though?
C equals A, B equals C.
If B and C have a relationship...
Yes, okay.
Wait, what were we talking about before?
I just know as soon as you said A and B and C, I was like, he's not going to be able to do this. It's too many steps, and it is too many. Okay.
The relationship between all three of us is fucked up, is what... C, B, and A.
So why don't you just say like a parent and their child, like the parents and the child?
Two parents and a child.
If the
you have
parents
different
break
relationships
up,
with each parent, which then causes different things. I don't even know why I was telling this, so that's where the point. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like,
no.
Okay, well,
trauma denial.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is all got to be played. This is so good. This is gold.
This is horrifying. I'm horrified at myself right now. Like literally, I feel like I have amnesia.
It's so, I was, and I look, and I can tell, right? I'm like, A equals what?
I'm gonna have a whole fucking. I'm gonna like have a whole.
We're gonna
graphic.
have. It's gonna be like the lady, the meme, where she's just like staring and the math symbols appear over her face.
That's exactly what I just did.
It's like a beautiful mind. You're like,
I just can't remember what the whole point of this was, but anyway, the denial of trauma is real, and it can. Oh no, it can cascade down the line. So the trauma that A caused B. Okay. B then rolls onto the C.
You're saying like, okay.
In conclusion, yes, trauma denial is real.
A equals C.
A can fuck up C.
A fucked up C too.
A's abusive behavior to B causes B to have emotional trauma to C.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Okay. Speaking of emotional damage, let's get to some news. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the first little thing, I just need to show you this, and I'll be...
Bet you didn't think M&Ms were pushing intolerance, but they were. They've been changed. You're seeing the changes right now on your screen. The green M&M, you will notice, is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. Why the change? Well, according to M&M's, quote, we all win when we see more women in leading roles, because leading women do not wear sexy boots. Leading women wear frumpy shoes. The frumpier, the better. That's the rule. The other big change is that the brown M&M has, quote, transitioned from high stilettos to lower block heels. Also less sexy. That's progress. M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. That's the goal. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity. They've won.
You know,
I mean, and then I think it was this one. Yeah, I mean, this is unfucking real.
Will M&Ms still melt in your hands if they identify as trans?
Apparently, there's new lesbian characters.
We need to run from women like the green M&M. I do not trust her.
Purple M&M was added to push acceptance and inclusivity.
You conniving, climbing little bitch.
If this is what you need for validation, I'm worried about you. I think this is the kind of thing that makes China say like, oh, good, keep focusing on that. Yeah. Keep focusing on giving people their own color M&Ms while we, take over all of the mineral deposits in the entire world.
Is this orange a man or a woman? No, I don't know. Is this blue? Is it non-binary? Is it democratic? I don't know. It's blue. I don't know.
Women all know that the women that are like, I'm a woman and I'm pro-woman and look how pro-women I am. You can't trust them.
Green M&M is disgusting.
She's an opportunistic, evil bitch.
Wow. An opportunistic, evil bitch.
Okay.
It's a candy. It's a little candy that you chew.
The bitch in the one was like,
China.
Yeah, she
I'm
goes,
like, how is that relating at all?
They're going to see us reporting about this instead of the oil fields of Cambodia or whatever the fuck she said, okay?
Literally, yes.
And I'm like, but you're the one that's reporting it to your people who are watching. So you're the one that's doing
spreading it.
Right.
It's like the only reason people are focusing on M&Ms right now
because of you.
No one else even noticed they changed their advertisements. I didn't know they did.
I had no
and then they're
fucking
like,
idea.
Tucker Carlson is telling me like, now they have unappealing heels and I don't want to fuck the M&Ms. And I'm like, it's like you wouldn't want to get a drink with any of the M&Ms anymore. What? I never wanted to get a drink with them. I don't even like M&Ms.
I mean,
I only like
them.
the peanut butter ones.
Okay, so now they're replacing those characters now with Maya Rudolph, which I love her, but like this is weird. It's very awkward for me.
I just feel like if no one talked about it, we wouldn't care or notice. But the only people talking about it are on Fox
I didn't even know
News.
that the purple one was obese, but apparently that's
Is that why they added that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, peanut M&Ms are really big.
They're thick. I don't know why
so
they're
are
trying to
peanut
make
butter M&Ms. Like
those are round.
I love those.
They're so fucking good. So thank you, GOP, for talking about M&Ms
and then distracting China or something. Like honestly, they're off.
They have
planet.
nothing.
They have nothing.
That's what I'm realizing. And there was a speech. I really do want to play it, so I really do want you to hear it. I know we're running low on time.
There's a wonderful book by a religious studies professor called Why Liberals Win the Culture Wars, Even When They Lose Elections. The thesis of this book is simple. Conservatives might succeed in using culture wars wedge issues to rally their base and win elections, but they always lose the culture wars. Why? The answer is stunning, because they've already lost. That's right. By the time conservative culture warriors, like many of you here today, pick up an issue, it's already a lost cause. You're fighting for a world that is gone. You're fighting for a world that is already lost. You are fighting, in fact, because you know that what you are accustomed to, in this case, a society that commits to the project of failing to provide an inclusive environment for LGBTQ people, is already yesterday's news. But you just cannot turn back the clock. You've already lost. Today, young people of all gender and sexual identities grow up knowing that they can legally marry. Today, young people can flip on any streaming device of their choice and find affirming, joy-centered television featuring gay characters. Today, young people can hop on Instagram and TikTok and find whatever proudly queer content they like. Once in high school, I remember a teacher saying that gay people were rampant in ancient Rome. He didn't mean that in a positive sense, but I do. Wonderful, successful gay people are rampant today in government, in music, in sports, in Hollywood, in law, in business, in education, in literally every sector you can imagine. Rainbow flags might not be in your classrooms after tonight, but they are just about everywhere else. And no business or institution of higher education wants to recruit people who melt into pretty little snowflake puddles when they see a rainbow flag. They want people who can cooperate and succeed in affirming diverse environments. You've already lost the war. The world moved on from your bigoted fear of gay kids many years ago. This tonight is the last gasp of a sad lost cause.
Oh my
This guy fucking wrecked whatever
Holy
school board meeting's
fuck.
at. But I also go, okay, so I looked up the book. It's a Yale professor.
We've got to get
I know,
this
I kind of want to
shit.
read it. And by that, I mean listen to it.
Yeah.
But it made me realize that it's absolutely correct. The only reason people are, they're so, the M&M's thing. Oh my God. Oh my
it's
God.
like no one cares.
It's because nobody actually cares but you. And the only way to get your people to start getting pissed off is to talk about these dumb issues that have already been passed and gone.
Yeah.
But they're still stuck on them because they're stuck in their good old era.
No, they want to bring back the good old era.
And it's not coming back.
But no one actually wants it back. Well, the majority of people do not want that fucking shit back. Even these conservative women, I'm like, so you want your only options to be teacher or nurse or housewife? Like, you didn't have jobs that the things you're doing now didn't exist back then.
Hi, bitch. You want to go back? I'm not listening to you then because you have no voice. Get in the kitchen,
why
honey.
do I have to talk to you? You're a woman.
Go in the kitchen.
It was that simple back then. Men were the only ones speaking. White men.
So stupid.
It's so true. Like, we as a group, as a society, we're like, you want to bully kids into not being themselves. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to be in the red states to do that shit.
And they have nothing else though. Like they have nothing else. They're not trying to pass. They're not trying to pass laws.
No.
Whatever. They're bitching about everything, but they're just
not trying to fix anything.
No, they're stoking the fire
of hate. What major goal do they have? The Republicans. They're like, we got to prevent the woke agenda. Like,
right.
What
They're
does that mean?
They're scared of everything that's progressing. So they want it just to stay the same or go backwards.
They're afraid of trying to fix climate change because they want to pretend it's not real. But then they want the jobs. They want the battery plants to be built. They want the chip jobs.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I thought.
They want all the money that we were like fighting to get passed through the last Congress.
You're going to make fun of,
but then they want all that shit. They're
electric
like,
power, but you also want to build
they want
all these
cars,
battery.
They want electric cars built.
All
in their
we've been doing at my job is battery plants. So,
of course.
But we're going to bitch about it. We're going to get paid for it. But
they
we're
want the money. Yeah, they want the money. They want the jobs. So then they're like, no, climate change isn't real.
Listen,
it's made up.
all jobs are just fake things. Just keep building. Like you just literally have to keep building. That's all job is. Everyone's job is based on people building. Seriously.
Oh no.
Seriously. Speaking of like weirdo losers, did you hear about George Santos and what he's done now? Okay, so
these pictures are not good for him.
He did not play
or her.
Major League Baseball. And he did not go to the moon.
Not a drag queen in Brazil, guys. I was young and I had fun at a festival.
Get your hands up high.
Neste vídeo inédito, ele aparece com o mesmo vestido vermelho que ele usa na...
So, he's not Jewish. He's Jewish.
There's some memes out of him being like, they're like, oh, look, here's George Santos playing basketball for the whatever. And it's like, he's literally saying, this motherfucker, honey, and you're a drag queen. And then all of a sudden you want to walk through the airport and go, I was just having fun. Okay, but you're with
in
a drag,
like
you're
in
with
a biscuit heel. You're in a biscuit heel.
We know that thick, juicy. You're in biscuit. You're in a biscuit heel. But like, what I don't understand is then you're gonna go join a party that then is against drag queens.
But you were a drag queen.
But you were literally like, I was young and having fun. Okay.
Well, we say the same thing when we go to drag shows, but you want to shoot us up and kill us.
Right. So
that's your party. So
a round of applause for George Santos. Yeah. I can't wait to see what he's done next. Like, I really think.
First step on the moon.
Yeah, it's like
one small step for mankind.
Yeah, Elon said I could be the first to go to Mars. Okay.
Okay, go.
And bye.
Let's not test that rocket before we launch it.
I'm the one that drew the map of the world. Okay, George.
Wow. Georgie.
Thank you.
Okay, Georgie.
So anyway, sundries.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Because
I still mine. I swear to fuck.
Oh, that was one of mine, but I won't.
Okay.
I have another one.
Okay.
Sundry. Stop being indirect. This is to all the people who come to me and say, what do you think they meant by that? Well, do you know if they wanted to do this and this, then why are we doing this? Well, I think the person, no, stop coming to me with other people's problems. If you have a question about what someone else meant or said or what and done, then you go to that person and you ask them, what did you want done? What did you mean by this? I don't give a fuck. I don't know exactly what they meant or thought or did. You should talk to them. Don't come to me.
I agree.
I'm getting sick of it. I don't want to
really
be involved.
tough.
What do you think they did with this? It's like, I don't know. And I'm talking in a work environment.
But I'm talking
as a friend, even though it's a little like
if you have to do it at every.
Yeah.
But do you think that?
Do you think that she's mad at me? Ask
why?
her. Ask her if she's mad at you.
I can't.
He seems weird now. Do you think something happened? Ask him if something happened.
I do.
I literally most of the time I'm like, I know that something did happen.
You know what's happening.
You're a
when
dumb
it's
bitch.
happening. You know what I mean?
But even at work, I'm just like, hey, let's take the middleman
out.
Let's take me, the middleman, out of your shit. I don't want to be in your shit.
Because I don't care about you.
Go talk to the other person. You'll get an answer quicker, and I don't have to hear about it. I'm tired of being at work and being like, why did you make me the middleman? I don't want to be the middleman. I'm fucking tired of it. Okay, I'll do my job. You do yours. Talk to them. If you have a question about them, talk to them.
Oh, fuck. So it kind of goes back to the very beginning with the friend thing. It's like, guys, let's just be real.
Yeah, let's be real.
Say hello to your enemies in public. Because honestly, when you don't, that gives your enemy the fire. I'm fully in charge in that situation. So anyway, my sundry is there, and there's a lot of gay of these, and I'm a little concerned for the gays.
Oh God, Grant.
Oh, the
Grant
weather.
Shungo.
The weather men and women
The weather theys.
The weather thems of the world. Why are we doing forecasts? Because it never is right. Literally never.
Do you remember us talking this past weekend, laughing about Saturday? We're like, well, the temperature's going to be 38 degrees. It won't stick. It fucking stuck.
It stuck. And it got like 4 inches of snow. They're like, warning, winter weather warning.
1 inch. Literally, I woke up. There were already 3 inches on the porch, on the bird feeder.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait, they said 1 inch. Like 2 hours after I noticed 3 inches, they go, wait, 3 to 6 is now the new update. I'm like, you think? We already have 3 to 6.
Live here on the weather map. There might be rain. There might be some snow. It actually might hit a little low and never come over you. It's like, oh my God. Like, I get your job. You want to give us like a forecast. I get what forecast means.
But how a day before are we off? A day before.
But like also we need to like put a warning, like just don't listen to this. This is what I think could happen. But honestly, if the weather is dry from here and this wind goes here, then maybe this will happen. It's like, oh my God, there's all these what ifs. And gays, you're the weathermen.
Yeah,
and
like we make brunch plans, recording plans. Like,
I can't tell you how many fucking gay weathermen are on like Grindr and all that shit. It's like girls, and they are bottom feeders.
Oh yeah,
they want to get fucked by anything and everything.
Or remember that one in New York City? Unfortunately, like someone had recorded him online, and he's kind of cute. So he lost his job. Wasn't he? No, but he lost his job.
Which I think that's bullshit. But
no, that's complete bullshit. But they are bottom feeders. I was gonna say
they are.
They're kind of like flight attendants. Like they're gonna fuck anyone.
They're just drunk.
Like, if they're in the city. Maybe that's why the weather sucks.
No, one weather
drunk.
There was a weather guy here that I like when I first moved here. That I went over to his house and he wanted to hook up.
And you were like,
so drunk.
Yeah,
but I was like, I go, well, I still want to see your wiener. And he showed me.
Did he? No.
Yes. And I go, thanks.
And then you left.
Yep. Bye. Well, I was hot and young. He was too drunk. I was like, you're just too drunk. He's like, but I'm horny. Me.
You're not going to get hard. And if you get hard, you're not going to come.
He was on the news. He had a fake name. I knew. So I was like, I'm going there.
Yeah,
fuck this.
That's like, where you go.
Honey, I'm going to meet this news guy.
Wait, is this when you went to like the basement? Of that guy's, the rich
this
guy's
was here
house?
in Columbus. This was like my first year in Columbus. I can't remember his name right now though. And then
Butterball Ganal,
probably. Jim Ganal.
You know him?
Yeah.
Matt said like his nickname is Butterball Ganal because he's fat.
That's where you're going, fat ass.
That's the button. The last one I picked.
I was like, are we done here?
Yeah. So gay weathermen get it together. They're always drunk.
You sounded like Trump. They're always drunk. They're always drunk. They're very bad. They're always drunk.
Very bad. It's very bad for
always drunk.
Always drunk.
Always wrong. It's a crime.
Wrong.
Always wrong.
You actually kind of do really well.
No, let's not go into that. It's trauma.
Yeah, trauma denial.
That's not how it happened.
That's not. So the forecast for us is clear skies and ready to fly. Make sure you give us a call,
614-721-5336.
That's 614-721-5336. Yeah, so call.
Oh my God.
Where am I?
I looked over at you and you twice were like,
I mean, I have a lot of trauma actually happening and I'm high. So it's like there's just like a lot in my head.
Okay.
So thank you for watching or listening, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for boarding.
Oh, I kind of look like one of those.
You could be a flight attendant.
A little gay. It's like, they always do this. They're always like, and they have their wings. They're like,
yes. You see this? You see this? 35 years with the company. You see this?
Put your. Can you up? I hate when they do that.
No, the bags. Like, can we just get that?
Because they'll lean over like this, and they'll get your attention. They go, don't have to say anything. It's like,
well, it's like when the seat's back and they're yelling at me, and I'm like, I just sat down. I didn't put the seat back, bitch.
The captain has indicated that we have now reached our altitude. You can now take out your laptops and computers,
your larger electronic devices.
My name is Eric, and I'm going to be your flight attendant for the
Always
day.
Eric.
Jennifer is up front, and I got Michelle in the back. But it's always like, and honestly, it's always like,
oof.
Or you have the old Bettys that are like still like old school, and you're like, Oh no!
It's always like a thin, frail woman, like very smartly dressed, but like
sit down. Oh, Road Hard put up wet, really bad dye job.
Usually bright red lipstick. Like their makeup looks a little harsh. Like oof.
So, anyway,
that would be you.
That's me right now, and that's the way it's gonna be.
There are 6 exits on this plane. 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 2 window exits located over the wing. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. Please take a moment to find an exit closest to you.